This is going to be short, raw, unfiltered, and straight to the point. And as a CEO of the fastest growing prop firm of 2024, Lionheart Funding Program, I'm also going to be addressing pertinent issues in Lionheart Funding Program, like our rules, payout, our processes, our progress, and a lot of other pertinent issues. And by the end of the video, I'm also going to be giving you guys a lot of advice on how to even survive online, on how to even make money online, based on my 14 years of doing business online and 9 years of trading Forex. All right, so make sure you stay to the end of this video, because a lot of issues I'm going to be passing across on this particular video, 80% of it is just going to be an advice you can take. No matter any business you have on the internet, this video is going to be for you. So let's get into the video. So before we even start, who am I to be able to address most of these issues? Because most of you guys watching me are actually watching for the first time. All right, so my name is Ndemazeah Godlove. I'm originally from Cameroon, but I reside or I live in South Africa. I'm also the founder of Godlove Group Pty Ltd, which is a conglomerate with investments in the field of transportation, web development, IT, Forex trading, and also beauty and fashion. And in the side of Forex trading, remember, Godlove Group is a conglomerate with different investments. On the side of Forex trading, we have investments in Forex education. That's why we have Godlove University. We have investments in robotic creation. That's why we have Patrix Pro. And we also have investments in Forex funding. That's why we have Lionheart Funding Program, which is the fastest growing prop firm. Good. So I've been trading Forex. We're going to be diving and concentrating more on Forex trading, because that's the one I've traded for the longest, right? So I've been trading Forex for 9 years. I was the first person from Cameroon, the first ever person from Cameroon to try Forex trading back in 2015. And it took me 3 years to be profitable in Forex trading. And after that, the rest has been history. I moved out of Cameroon because of Forex trading by the beginning of 2019. All right, let's dive into Lionheart Funding Program, where we're going to be touching a lot of issues, which I know you guys have been waiting to hear from me concerning those issues. So what is Lionheart Funding Program? Lionheart Funding Program is a funding company which I, together with other investors, founded about 4 months ago. And Lionheart Funding Program has been rated as the fastest growing prop firm of 2024. In just the 4 months of launch, we've already surpassed 20,000 active traders in Lionheart Funding Program. We've done payouts to more than 870 traders across more than 98 countries. More than $400,000 have been paid out to clients. And because of that, just because we are the fastest growing prop firms, means we're going to also have a lot of challenges which we have to figure out along the way, whether you like it or not. All right, just the fact that we are the fastest growing prop firm means we're going to have a lot of people too who are going to be coming into Lionheart Funding Program, to leverage from our growth. Talking about having people who come into Lionheart Funding Program to leverage from our growth, we'll tackle that particular topic or that particular subtopic as we go down on the video. All right, now let's talk about the rules in Lionheart Funding Program. Why we even set aside these rules in Lionheart Funding Program. About 80% of all traders who are trading on our funded stage or on our live stage are actually trading on our refunded accounts. Meaning, if we don't have rules in place to protect our funds, we are not going to be creating a fair trading environment to other traders. And our sustainability is also not going to be guaranteed. Because just imagine, we already have more than 20,000 traders trading, and our rules are very flexible, meaning people can easily pass from phase 1, phase 2 and get funded. And they get funded, right? Hundreds of people or thousands of people are getting funded on a daily basis. So just imagine if we didn't have rules in place to safeguard our funds. It means our sustainability is not going to be guaranteed, and creating that fair trading environment to all traders is also not going to be guaranteed. So that's why we even have rules in the first place. And Lionheart Funding Program is not the first prop firm to come up with rules. I started with prop firm, trading with the prop firm before that was around 2016. I started with the first pro firm, Apparel Fund, even before FTMO or any other pro firm in the game. So these rules have always been there. Back in 2016, when I was trading with Apparel Fund, the rules were even more stringent. They were even more stringent than what we have today. All right. And back then, when you make profit with the pro firm, you've got to keep 50% and the pro firm keeps 50%. It's not like today where you keep 90% and the pro firm keeps 10% or so. It was from pro firm trading that I was able to buy my first car, I was able to make my first investment, or I was able to even afford money to move out of Cameroon. It was because of Forex trading that I moved out of Cameroon. All right, so let me not digress a little bit from the topic. So we are still talking about rules and why we set in place these particular rules. Talking about the rules, we have rules in place that will prevent some traders, or that will allow some traders to follow these rules before they are qualified for a payout. And most of these rules are stated on our website. They are stated on the schedule of assessment. Remember, when you're buying a challenge, there's a box where you have to tick. Those boxes you have to tick. Always make sure you read all those documents you're accepting. Those rules are stated there very clearly. We also have some of these rules on the education channel on our Discord. We have some of them on the frequently asked section on our website. We do our best to make sure we educate the public on most of these rules. And even if you don't want to get these rules from Lionheart Funding Program, these are just generic rules you can get from any other place on the internet or from any other pro firm you are trading with. All right. So taking, for example, something like copy trading, which is the most frequent in Lionheart Funding Program and something we discourage. All right. Something like copy trading, just imagine you have 100 or you have 1,000 people, right? 1,000 traders trading on the funded stage, and one regulars or one rock, let me call it the rock, one rock trader come up with a dumb signal and send to all these people and say, okay, you guys can take the trade. What if the signal doesn't go his way? It means 1,000 people are going to be blowing accounts at Lionheart Funding Program at the same time. Can you see how adverse that's going to be to the prop firm? That's going to be to the fund of the prop firm. So that's why we actually discourage that. Take something again as account management, which is something we strictly discourage. Something like account management, just imagine you have one of your charlatan guru or these rock traders come and say, I'm an account manager, past challenge, blah, 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 blah. And then he's managing accounts for more than 200 people. And then he plays the same trade across these accounts. What if it doesn't go his way? It means at the same time, this person is going to be burning or is going to be blowing a lot of funds which we have given to these traders to trade. So these rules are there to safeguard our funds. The number one rule for any proprietary company, check on the internet, the number one rule for any proprietary company you can think of is to be able to protect their funds. We need to be able to protect our funds. It doesn't mean we don't want you to pass. No, we're always going to be able to make money if you are able to make money as well. That's why you'll be able to keep a percentage, and we keep a percentage. We have ebooks that we are able to copy your trades. That's why we are happy to see you win, because the more you win, the more we're going to be able to copy your trade. If you're using one lot size on your account, we're going to copy your trades and we'll use 10 lot size or 5 lot size. That's the reason of a proprietary company, and it's part of the document which you sign. It's nothing, there's nothing with, that's the meaning of a proprietary company. So we want to see you win. We want to see you getting this payout, because the more payout you get, the more money the prop firm is going to be making. If you're able to make $1,000, which is following all the rules, the prop firm is able to make $10,000 because we can copy your trade. So you see, but these rules, there's no way we can be flexible, or there's no way we can relax on these rules, because the more we relax on these rules, we're not going to be creating a fair trading environment to traders, and we are not going to be there for a longer period of time. Because trust me, we are going to be able to have traders who will come into the system just as gamblers to be able to take advantage of the system. We've seen that traders who come into Lionheart Funding Program just to take advantage of the system, they buy about 10 challenges, they press buy on the same currency here, press sell, they wait for one to go up, they go on the funded stage, they do the same thing trying to get a payout. No, these rules are there. These rules are going to strike you down. But traders who are consistently profitable traders who know these rules, traders who know how to trade, 100% of them, they will never even notice these rules are there. 100% of the time, these traders will never even notice these rules were everywhere. All right, the rules will only affect those people who come in and they try to take advantage of the system, or the ignorant one, people who don't have an idea on how these rules work, or even have an idea on how to trade the forex market. So the best advice I will give you is get yourself educated on these rules, get yourself informed, because if you are not informed, you will be totally deformed. That now takes me to a particular country. I'm going to point it out, and I'm going to be addressing a lot of issues that are also streaming out of that particular country, which is my home country, right? Cameroon. Like I said, I'm originally from Cameroon, even though I don't live in Cameroon. I reside in South Africa, but that is still home. Home is still home. That is my original country. And I've seen a lot of complaints coming from Cameroon, even though Cameroon is not even on the top 1%. I mean, even 1% of traders who are trading on LFP. Cameroon is not even on the top 1% of traders who are getting payouts from Lionheart Funding Program. But I'm still going to address them, all right? I've seen issues where some of these traders come to LFP. Don't get me wrong. Everything I'm going to be saying here, I'm saying it respectfully, right? I appreciate every trader who is trading with LFP. But I also call a spade a spade. I also call black, white, white. I've seen situations where some of these traders come to LFP, and just because they know the CEO is from Cameroon or the CEO is a Cameroonian, they think they can just circumvent themselves around, not following rules, and at the end of the day, when their payout is denied, they will create blogs, they will create videos, they will talking about it, and then maybe, hopefully, if I see that video, I'll run and go and say, no, they should approve their payout. No, bro. That's not how I operate. That's not how we operate at LFP. I've also seen situations where most of these rock traders, rules are rules. It doesn't matter whether you're a partner to LFP or not. I'm just going to state it clearly. It doesn't matter whether you are a partner to LFP or you're a partner, one of our partners or not. You have to follow the rules. We've even had situations where payouts have been denied even to moderators. I mean moderators of LFP. Moderators on Discord, we have about 30 moderators. Some of their payouts have been denied because they didn't follow the rules. If you don't follow the rules, your payout won't go through. So some of these charlatans, you guys should be able to listen. What I'm going to be, particularly the Cameroon community, right? What I'm telling you guys is an advice. This is more like an advice, because I've gone to places you guys haven't gone. I've seen things you guys haven't seen, and I've accomplished things you guys are still trying to accomplish. I'm saying this to Forex traders in Cameroon. I was the first in Cameroon, all right? So if you're listening to this, forget all these other kids that are coming up and they just put in, every other person who just heard about Forex trading is putting FX against his name. What FX? I don't want to be calling names because I don't want to be giving you guys credit on this particular video, right? But you guys know yourselves. This Forex, this FX, these things, no. That's just bullshit. I was the first person in Cameroon, 9 years, to try Forex trading. And if you are keen enough to follow me on my platforms, you'll be able to see that I'm very, very dedicated on teaching people how to make money in the Forex market, because it was a promise I made to myself that God bless me. If I know how to trade this market, I'll intend to teach another person how to trade. So if you are in Cameroon and you are an influencer, there are more influencers than traders, so I call them influencers. If you are in Cameroon and you are an influencer, and you think just because you are an influencer, you have your 10K or your 20K Instagram followers or TikTok or YouTube whatsoever, you're just going to come to Lionheart Funding Program, buy a challenge, don't follow the rules, and at the end of the day, just because you're an influencer, we're going to be scared of you and still do your payout anyway. It doesn't work that way. The rules are rules. I have a risk team that is dedicated for that. I'm not the one doing the risk review. We have a risk team we've been able to train that is able to review everything. But as a CEO, I oversee most of those departments. So I've seen these videos, particularly from Cameroon, or people tagging me from videos to say, no, this person, this FX or this Forex just did a video about you or about Lionheart Funding Program. Wouldn't you respond? Wouldn't you do what on that video? Wouldn't you? Bro, like who? So just because someone tagged me somewhere on the internet, I need to respond. I need to be, bro, I'm passive when it comes to doing things on the internet. I'm not just reactive. I don't just react to things. All right, I'm a passive business person. Meaning, I'll be able to take calculated steps before I can even do. And besides, it doesn't mean just because they do a video about me, I'm just going to react to that video. All right? If you are someone who works on the internet or have a business that runs on the internet, then you need to be passive. You don't need to be reactive. It doesn't mean someone just say this, you run and no. And besides, all these people are kids. These are kids when it comes to trading. All right? It doesn't mean when you just do a video, I'm going to go to react on that video. It's only coincidental that I even mentioned Cameroon traders because I'm addressing a lot of things that have to do with the Forex industry, that have to do with prop firms, that have to do with Lionheart Funding Program. So I'm saying this to most of your gurus who have this FX or this Forex after their name, and they believe they can just say anything on the internet, and just because they have a community, we're going to give preference to them. We're going to respect them. No. We've had partnerships with people who had even millions of followers and subscribers on the internet, but just because their ideology or the way they do things didn't blend with our own ideology, we terminated the contract. Let me just make this very, very clear. This prop firm, Lionheart Funding Program, is not a Cameroon prop firm. We have traders from more than 98 countries. And another question you guys have asked most of the time is why is it that we have small payout? People receive payouts from Cameroon, the amounts are small. And then other countries like US, like UK, like Canada, we see them getting $20,000 in payout. Bro, that's a very stupid question. Because coming to even the purchasing power, the purchasing power of Cameroon is very low. You can't compare the purchasing power of someone from Cameroon with the purchasing power of someone from America. So someone from America will be able to stand and buy 10 100K challenge accounts. But you see someone from Cameroon will come and buy his 5K, will come and buy his 15K, his 25K. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. I did the same thing when I was just starting. I could only afford small accounts. But you can't compare those payouts. I can't compare my payout with someone from Canada who is coming and is buying 400K accounts. All right? Can you understand what I'm saying? So the majority, like I said, if I have to go through the stats in Lionheart Funding Program, not even 1% of traders who are trading at the funded stage or trading in general in LFP are even from Cameroon. Not even up to 1%. And I think the highest person who has gotten a payout from Lionheart Funding Program from Cameroon, the highest person from Cameroon, if I can remember very well, I think it was Diodone or something. He had 5,100, 5,300. I've forgotten that amount, but if I see the certificate, I'm going to put it on the screen. That was the highest person. He had a payout of almost about 5,000 something, and I think he purchased about 200K accounts or something, if I can remember very well. But most of these people who are the biggest people who have received payouts, you will never hear them anywhere complaining. You will never even see them on the internet or on blog. They are on the internet, that's why they are making money. But you will never even see them. Even if you go to LFP Discord, you will never see these people. You will never hear from them. They are just on the background making their money. But most of these charlatan noise makers who make more noise here and there, but if you check, if God willingly they have a payout, it's around $200, $400, $300, or max $1,000. So what am I saying? I'm just trying to say there are people who are making money on the background. There are people who are making it on the background which you don't even know. And like I said, when it comes to payout, not even up to 1% of payouts that we've issued out to traders have gone to Cameroon. Because like I used to say, right, even the Bible, someone who is spiritual, they used to say a prophet is never recognized in his own home. I have the biggest Forex community in Africa, about 500,000 subscribers on YouTube. Just YouTube alone, about 500,000 subscribers. That's the biggest Forex community in Africa. But if I go through my analytics and I'm trying to check the number of subscribers, Cameroon is not even on the top 10. I mean, just to tell you, Cameroon is not even on the top 10. So these people come and they say, no, you're doing this to your own. You open a prop firm. No, this is not even a Cameroon-based prop firm. It's a worldwide prop firm. It's a worldwide prop firm. If you come to my prop firm, don't think just because you are from Cameroon, I'm going to give you any preferential treatment. No, this is a worldwide prop firm. And I need to make sure the rules are fair so that every trader in any country will have the same advantage. So that's what I also wanted to clarify. Simple. Follow the rules. Stop following all these charlatans, all these kids on the internet. Like I said, I was the first person to try Forex trading in Cameroon 9 years ago. Talking about being the first person, I wanted to host a seminar in Cameroon this July. And because of other reasons or because of other unforeseen circumstances, and also because this is, according to the season, this is actually the rainy season, or most big institutions are already closed in Cameroon, I also had to cancel that seminar. That was just it. I had to cancel that seminar, and just to tell you guys the importance of foundation, and just to also tell you guys, I'll only show you guys what I want you guys to see. I just returned from Cameroon 2 days ago. Yeah, that's a shock, right? That's a shock. You guys are hearing this for the first time, because on the internet, people choose to show you what they want you to see. Don't think you can ever come and you try to predict the movement of Godlove, or you try to analyze Godlove's lifestyle based on what you see on the internet. You will never, bro. I'm a snake. I'm unpredictable. I just returned from Cameroon 2 days ago, and I returned from the most war-ravished section of Cameroon. I went to Libialem because I'm originally from Libialem. I'm originally from Southwest, and I'm originally from Libialem. Libialem is the most war-ravished section of Cameroon. But I just returned there today. I went right there, even though our school, where I went to school, primary school, there's no school. All the schools are already down. All the roads are, everything. The place is just inhabited by all the military everywhere. That's just to tell you, don't think you can ever come on the internet and you try to predict my movement, or you try to predict someone's. People choose to show you what they want you to see. I was in Boya, I was in all these places. So it's still my Cameroon. Cameroon is still my country. I understand the terrain more than any of you guys watching these videos. Like I said, I have been on the internet for 14 years. I got into the university in 2012, and that was when I started learning how to make money online. I had a cyber cafe in Sosoliso Boya. Most of you guys don't even know. I had a cyber cafe, and right at the university, I was already teaching people just basic internet literacy. I was already teaching people. It was now from having a cyber cafe and researching on how to make money online that I stumbled on Forex trading in 2015. So, like I said, most of these people just addressing, they're all kids, and there's no problem in seeing another generation coming behind me to make money from the Forex market. There's no problem in seeing another generation coming behind me to also acquire the fortune I've acquired in the Forex space. But try to do it the right way. Don't think just because I'm a big figure now, don't think just because I'm a public figure, you're going to try to sabotage my name, you're going to try to leverage, you're not going to win. That's not the way to win. And another thing I'll just say to these Cameroonians, you need to go out of your bubble. You need to burst your bubble. What do I mean by you need to burst your bubble? Maybe some of you guys have 10,000, 20,000 Instagram followers, or 15,000, or even 50,000. That's still just at the level of Cameroon. It takes a lot for the algorithm to be able to push your content to different countries. That's why ask yourself why most of your followers are still just Cameroonian. It takes a lot, and you won't be able to burst and go out of your bubble if you continue to have the mentality where you think you're going to sabotage other big figures that you look up to, just because you think because of doing that you're going to get views or you're going to get sentiments, people are going to join. No, if your payout is denied, use that as an opportunity to learn why your payout was denied. It's not you creating videos and tagging me and saying Lionheart Funding is a scam, bro. There's no business on the internet which people won't call a scam. There's no business. I'm not sitting here. No. There's no business on the internet that people wouldn't label it as a scam. Go even to Trustpilot. You see people who just come and buy the challenge. They don't even know how to trade, but they label it a scam. People buy the challenge. They don't even know how to log in, and they just call it a big scam lineup. Go on Trustpilot. You see all of those. But we're not denying that we're not going to have negative reviews. We're not going to have people calling us a scam. There's no business on the internet or even offline. I have businesses offline, right? There's no business I run or no business I've ever seen that people wouldn't label it a scam. Or when people don't know about something, they talk about it. And when they know about that thing, they try to destroy it. So it's not you saying Lionheart Funding Program is a scam, blah, blah, blah. Bro, 10 years to come, we are still going to be, Lionheart Funding Program is still going to be here. 20 years, 50 years, we are still going to be here. So it's an opportunity for you to be able to learn the mistakes you were able to make so that you can continue to get paid out, not creating videos and thinking people are going to feel sorry for you and maybe Lionheart Funding Program is going to see your video and then go and then pay you out. No, rules are rules. If your payout is denied, it's denied. We'll give you another opportunity. And what we do at LFP is we want people to win. Meaning, even most of the time when your payout is denied, we give you another chance to redeem yourself. How do we give you another chance to redeem yourself? We'll be able to say, okay, look, we have soft breach and hard breach. Most of the time, 90% of the time, most of our breaches are soft breaches. Meaning, we just need to reset the funded account and we say, okay, now you already know the mistake. And the email we send to you, we're going to outline even all the trades which violated those rules. We say, okay, now you know the rules, correct those rules and trade again on the same funded account. Not that we send you back to phase one. Another country that was trying to leverage from our growth or also from my integrity as an individual was Nigeria. They started doing the same thing. They started doing the same thing by creating videos about me, by saying Lionheart Funding Program this, Ndemazeah Godlove is a scam, by blah, 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 blah. And then they discovered that it wasn't going anywhere. It wasn't going anywhere. I wasn't responding. And then they stopped. And then Cameroon wanted to pick up from their own small, I call them small because you guys, like I said, you guys are just still in your bubble in Cameroon. You need to bust out of that bubble so that people can know you worldwide, so that your content can go worldwide like what I did. It took a lot for me to be able to bust out of my bubble. That's why I even left Cameroon. I left Cameroon just to be able to show you guys how I was dedicated to what I wanted, how I was dedicated to Forex. Now today I've won Forex Trader of the Year 4 years in a row. That wouldn't have happened if I was still sitting in Cameroon, creating small community and calling myself this community FX. No, it wouldn't have happened. Today, my competition is not even at the level of Africa. It's at the level of the world. It's at the level of the globe. I'm the most traveled Forex trader, been to more than almost about 50 countries, and it wouldn't have happened if I was still sitting in my comfort zone in Cameroon. So this is as a learning curve to most of you guys who are content creators. More of you guys who even call yourself Forex traders are content creators. That's what you guys need to know. So most of you guys who are content creators, for you to move from that content creator aspect to being a Forex trader, there's a lot you need to learn. And it starts from you knowing that you don't learn by trying to ridicule other people. People come, they say, no, you've done reviews on a lot of people, now you just want to, no. When I want to do reviews about products or about individual, I do an honest review, I do an unbiased. So there's no problem in you doing it on your aspect. But remember, Ndemazeah Godlove is unshakable. My integrity, I already made my name on the space. I have hundreds upon hundreds, if not thousands of people I've trained for free who are making money. So don't think you just say, no, we used to love you, but this video, this person made about you. But bro, I don't give a damn. I'm unshakable. My integrity is unshakable. Years upon hundreds of years to come. I already make a legacy in this industry that not even those small videos can shake anything. All right? There is something that they call diversifying your portfolio. And I make a lot and tons of money from the internet because I was able to understand the aspect of diversifying my portfolio. I'm saying this because I see people will write on videos, so now you just open your profile to scam us so that you can afford your lifestyle, bro. Not even a dime, not even anything I do today from my establishment, not even a dime is coming from the prop firm because that's just a startup. And as a startup, as any of my businesses, it takes time before it goes break even, where we start having a lot of traders who are able to be making profit and we can be able to keep 10%. So it's a whole process. So I'm not relying, I don't care. Like I said, I don't care about your $10 or your $100 or even your $500 you are using to buy those challenges. We want to build a community of good traders that can be able to help us make money in the long term and make money on a personal basis. The whole of this year I haven't traded with a prop firm because I'm trading with my private account. You can see this account alone. This account started on $200,000. And the day I started trading, this is just one of my, I have almost about 6 live accounts. I have live accounts for my Robot Petrex Pro, live accounts for different strategies I have. This is just one account. I started this account on $200,000. And when I started this account, I registered it on FX Book. And I told people, you can follow me on FX Book. You'll be able to see all the trades and see the track record on this account so that you know there are levels when it comes to this trading. And more than 1,000 people follow me on FX Book. This account is standing now on more than 300K. All right. My goal was to withdraw my profit on when it gets to 300K, reset it back to 200K. But like I said, I just returned from Libya and other travels very soon. I haven't had time to withdraw from this particular account alone. Just to show you guys, this is just looking at this. These are profits of more than $100,000. That's $100,000. That's more than 60 million francs if you have to compare to Cameroon. How many naira if you want to compare? So, bro, I'm making a ton of money from my personal training. And just because I make a lot of money from my personal trading, a lot of people want to learn on how to make the same money. That's why in return, I'll also be able to make a lot of money from even teaching people how to trade. Because when people pay, they pay attention. So when they come down and they want to learn, I'm not going to do it for free because I know that most of the time when I give it for free, 90% of the people don't value it. So that's why there's a value for it. And psychologically, when you actually have something invested in something you are learning, you tend to take it serious. So that's why there's a value for it. There's a monetary value for it. And just because I'm making millions from my personal trading, it means I also make millions from even teaching people how to trade. I also have a robot that I make millions from people just trying to buy the robot and also make the same money I make with the robot. So that's just to tell you, thinking about Lionheart Funding Program is the least thing I even get money to be able to fund my other businesses or to be able to fund my lifestyle. Like I said, nothing comes from it because I don't even check that aspect. I don't even check because I have a lot of investments in different fees, and even coming to my personal training or my own personal trading, I'm making tons upon tons of money from my personal account. So that's just to tell you, Lionheart Funding Program is not there for your $100 or your $30 or your $200 using buying challenges. No, we are there because we want you to grow, we want you to win, we want you to be able to prosper, because the more money you make, the more money we're going to make in the long run. So I just wanted to clarify that and also get that out of the way. So without taking much of your time, I just wanted to touch on these few things so you guys know our stand on LFP. You guys should be able to know our mission and vision, and also know that we are here to help you win. And instead of trying to complain, use that as an advantage to be able to learn. Because in the Forex market or in business, it is either you learn or you earn. If your payout was denied, use that advantage to be able to learn what went wrong so that next time you can remove that L and instead earn. So use this opportunity to be able to educate yourself more when it comes to Forex trading, when it comes to prop firm, educate yourself more when it comes to prop firm rules, and I hope to see you guys on the payout list in Lionheart Funding Program.